Hey guys, it's Danny here from Metal Couch, and I'm going to be bringing you a review of an album that has yet to be released. That album is Machine Head's Unto the Locust. And wow, this is a great album. But first, I want to go over a few things. The Blackening. Great album, damn near perfect. I want you to just think for a second. Completely just forget that The Blackening even exists. Because if you go into this album expecting The Blackening Part 2, or expecting it to be in any way, shape, or form related to The Blackening, just remove that from your head now. It will be for the best, and you will have a lot more pleasant experience with this album. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go through the track listing, and I'm going to give you a track-by-track review. This album clocks in at just under 49 minutes, and track listing is I Am Hell, Be Still and Know, Locust, This Is the End, Darkness Within, Pearls Before the Swine, and Who We Are. I Am Hell. The opening track to this album is extremely powerful. A great way to start an album. In fact, it's borderline death metal. I really have no words for this track other than this is great. This is awesome. It made me feel good. And this is one of those albums where it takes you somewhere. It alters your mood. This isn't meant for background noise. This album requires your full attention. Because without it, I feel that you can't fully enjoy it. I Am Hell snags you right into this album, and it won't let you go. It's saying, you're here to stay for 50 minutes, and you're going to listen to this. Be Still and Know is probably my favorite track off the album. It's just insanity. The guitar work is great. And the production, just the production of the album as a whole. This is a perfectly crafted album. Granted, going into this, I've never really been that big of a fan of Machine Head. Ever. But with this album, I love it. I love The Blackening, but at the same time, this is an entirely new level. Moving on to the title track, with what is closest to Locust, we've all heard this track before. Well, I shouldn't say it like that, but we've heard the track. It was released before the album dropped, so it's out there for everybody to hear. It's an okay track. It's not the most powerful on the album, but nonetheless, it's a good track. This Is the End is on par with The Locust. It's, I guess you could consider it filler, but I think that's doing too much damage to its credit. Because really, this entire album, I don't have a problem with it at all. There is nothing about this album I do not like. Nothing. Darkness Within is a close second to being my favorite song on the album. The solo work in Darkness Within is amazing. Pearls Before the Swine. This is another track similar to, I kind of feel the same way about Pearls Before the Swine as I do with Locust and This Is the End. Still a great track, though. Who We Are opens up with children chanting, who we are, and various other lines. And the song and the album It's the album closer, and it ends with some very beautiful, beautiful sounding string work. I really can't say more about this album other than buy it. This is a great album. And if you haven't pre-order it now. I'm going to give Unto the Locust a 10 out of 10. This is a very powerful album. It takes you places. It grabs you, ensnares you. It makes you want to listen more. I have a feeling that I will probably be visiting this album again at the end of the year. Seriously, this album is a must-buy. If you... Going back to what I said at the beginning with you have to take away that part about the blackening even existing. In my opinion, keep in mind this is an opinion, I feel that Unto the Locust, despite how crazy this is going to sound, is superior to the blackening. I feel like that the songwriting was a lot more polished and just all around better than the blackening. A few words on production. Drums sound great. Soloing is very much similar to the blackening. Guitar solos, they sound relatively the same. Guitar production hasn't really changed that much. In terms of vocal production, however, Rob Flynn uses some. He doubles a lot of his vocals, but that just adds an extra awesome effect to the songs that he uses those in. Other than the production is top notch. It's a well produced album, and it's produced by Rob Flynn himself. So he's really good at what he does, and he knows what he wants. So I'm going to give this album a 10 out of 10. Buy this album. I'm honestly surprised by this. I thought I wouldn't really enjoy this album as much as I did, but this is a good album. So 10 out of 10 from me. This is Danny here from Metal Couch, signing off.